Sup, my friends, and welcome back to the Dragon's Lair. This is the Taoist Dragon of the Goth Game fam, and it's been a while. Yeah, I got busy with school, and I just didn't really have time to upload. I know I did so here and there, but overall, it was very time consuming. And the honest truth is, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm going to be very busy. I am planning on going for a doctorate, so I am not anywhere near done. Well, I say that hopefully it would be around 5 years and then I'm done. But that's still like years away. And yeah, it's going to be very busy times for me. But yeah, I mean, I still like doing YouTubing and stuff. It's just thinking about it at the moment. Uh, yeah, I'm going to go at it more like a hobby from here on out. Because, like, when I first started the channel, okay, it was always with the mindset of, like, of course, this may not work out to something, but yeah, it was more or less me trying to make it into something. And I did have success. I mean, I didn't get super famous or anything, but I met a lot of cool people, and the channel was growing, and all that good stuff. And maybe that'll happen again. But it's just for my own sanity. I have to look at this as, okay, I'm going to do it for fun, and I'm going to, you know, because if I don't look at it like that, it's just going to make me crazy because I'm trying to do school and do the YouTube like rat race, which just isn't feasible. But I'm thinking of a few different things. Like, I know I've gone back and forth before on doing Let's Plays, and I'm sorry about that. In the sense, like, I am a very wishy-washy person. I've talked about this before. It's just that I am afraid to overcommit. And with, like, video games, I've always had this relationship with them. Like, I do like video games. I do like playing them, but I also hate how much time they've eaten up of my life. But if I strike a healthy balance between doing other things and video games, there's nothing wrong with video games. And also Let's Plays. And, like, I've been looking at, like, people's commentary and people talking about the YouTube algorithm, and the thing is, like, bouncing back and forth between things is not optimal for a channel. The algorithm is really good at promoting content that is just like one thing. So it would be better if I just stuck to like my one thing, like Let's Plays and stuff like that, gaming. But that said, I mean, I still like the other stuff, and maybe a second channel would be the way for me to go so I can do the other stuff. I don't know. I mean, this channel has been like the vlogs and the Let's Plays, and I think I will keep it to that just because, and they might be so above the rat race it doesn't matter for them if they jump between like doing vlogs and Let's Plays. But you know, like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and them, they do both. So I don't necessarily see it as I have to be specifically held to just doing Let's Plays. It's just it'll be more of the focus. I guess it's mostly that I should cut out like skits from this channel, which I don't know. I don't think it comes as a huge shock or surprise to anybody because it's not like I do it often, because mostly the other content's easier to do on a regular basis. So yeah, that's mostly what this channel was anyways. So it was like maybe one or two examples like a jackhammer and stuff like that. But I love doing that stuff, and honestly, I want to get back into acting, and I want to do more actory things. So maybe doing a second channel where I just put that content on there is appropriate. So that's one of the things I'm thinking about, and might do in the near future. And then I'll just keep Dallas Dragon for let's plays and like vlogs and stuff like that. And branching off that, I mean, like, again, using Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and them as a role model, which I have been. Like, they still do things like try not to laugh challenges and stuff like that. So I could see that, because that sort of relates to gaming, like, if I can do it in that way. Like, my 6-word stories, and I will keep how to dance good videos on here, just because they perform well, people enjoy them, and I enjoy doing them. So I don't see it as hurting this channel. But that said, wow, I just feel like I'm going in all sorts of different circles. Like, that said, and I've said this before, just focusing on Let's Plays. I'm sorry I bounce back and forth. It's honestly something that I'm working on a personal level, and it's just a long journey, because it's something that's sort of like at the core of me. So there's also a lot of different reasons, a lot of different like threads to why sticking with one thing is problemsome for me. But it is a problem in the sense that it's interfered with other things in my life. And it's weird because I'm not exactly afraid to commit, but I am also afraid to, like, commit. It's like I'm not afraid of that, but I am. Just to be real, it's like I am worried that if I am overly focused on one thing, that one thing will fail, and I will just fall on my face. So I have to be doing all sorts of different things. But I have to realize this, because it's like underneath the surface, and it will give me like feelings of unease. Like, for example, me going, I don't want to do Let's Plays anymore. I didn't even consciously realize it's partially because I'm just worried about overcommitting to Let's Plays. And yeah, and whatever I do in life, I have to overcome this, because like if I start going down a path, like even with school, I start to question if it's what I really want to do, and that's just because I'm worried about overly focusing on one thing. So it is a problem, and it's something I need to address, and one of the ways to do that is just to face it, you know. Ultimately, no matter what I do to try to fix this, one of the steps is going to be facing it. So, and YouTube has been a really good place for me to heal and grow as a person. And in part of that, it is the commitment. So, yeah, I won't repeat myself about Let's Plays and things like that. But in the future, I do want to have more focused content here, but I still like doing the other content, and might just do a second channel. That way I can have things that are just a little bit more focused. And the only other thing is I have to get back into the groove and be more consistent. So I will work on that this summer. I don't know about a schedule. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm still pretty busy this summer too. I'm studying for my MCATs as well as working 2 jobs. I'm working at the lab in my school, and I'm working another job at a grocery store. So I have a lot going on this summer. That said, I work on a consistent schedule. I will try to do 3 days a week. You know what? I hate to just leave it vague, but one of the things is I overpromise and then I don't deliver, and that's an issue in itself. So I rather not overpromise. I have to work out my schedule, but the thing is, I definitely want to be consistent. I want to be doing weekly uploads. And from there, I'll have to work out the details, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. But it is nice to be off for the summer, and hopefully I'll be able to do more things on the channel as a result of that. And I've already gone on longer than I was expecting to for this video, but thank you so much for listening to my rant. I hope you guys have a beautiful whatever. Oh, one last thing. I like how I said this at the very beginning of the video. I'm only bringing it up now. The Goth Gang thing. So, I was officially accepted by Goth Gookie to be part of his Goth Gang, which is a series of, well, it's like a, well, literally it's a group. It was like the Epic Peeps, but it's like his own group, and it's got awesome creators like Grau Games, like SP was the main figurehead of Grau Games. He's super awesome. And there's also one-shots involved, Butters involved, I'm pretty sure. And others that I don't necessarily know. But they're all a pretty cool group. And I'll leave some links in the description of this video, the channels that I shouted out and all that good stuff. But yes, that's sort of a changeover. I don't know what this means for the Epic Peeps. Honestly, because I've been so busy, I haven't been doing much with the Epic Peeps, which is an issue on its own. And I feel like it might just be better for me to commit more to the Goth Gang instead of trying to run my own group. But I'll work that out on my own time, and yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that before the end of this, and yeah, you guys have a beautiful whatever.